countries around the world, including Germany, have stopped arms sales to Saudi Arabia because they're widely acknowledging we need to end this war in Yemen. So the fact that Nabil is sitting in prison for saying that several years ago,
you're totally right.
It's a painful irony.
Thank you, Christina, for your remarks. Mohammed, as Christina mentioned, she mentioned the use of social media and the consequences for human rights defenders to use social media. So I would like to hear if you have any advice for human rights defenders using social media, what they can do to protect themselves.
Sure. I mean, when we talk about social media, I mean, we think about it sometimes as if this is like totally like a virtual place or virtual space, but it's actually not. It is the extension of the real life. I mean, I was looking at numbers in terms of like internet penetration. I mean, Bahrain had 77% internet penetration in 2011, which means like most of the society is already on the internet. And looking at the political scene in the Gulf in general, in Bahrain, there was no civic space before 2011, almost. I mean, there was some. Of course, Bahrain was much better than other countries, better than Saudi Arabia, but like, the internet was the extension. It was the place where people actually debate and interact and know each other. And this is not only for Bahrain. This is also for all the region, all the Arab Spring when it happened. Everybody was using the internet. So the internet is actually the real life. It is where people are interacting, people were expressing themselves. Now, back to your question, how can people protect themselves online? It's a tricky question that has different layers. The first layer is we have witnessed a lot of regulation that's happening in the Arab region, specifically the Gulf. There has been in the region like 12 or 13 cybercrime laws that happened between 2012 and 2015 and 16. Most of them are coming from the Gulf. They are criminalizing people when they're using Twitter, when they're using even their phones. I mean, even yesterday there was a case in Kuwait where she fled the country because she said something about God, and part of her sentence was like there was two crimes basically. Contempt of religion and misuse of cell phone. So like there's something in most of the Gulf country, misuse of the cell phone. I don't know how we can misuse a cell phone. So this actually exists in laws and regulation. So the first layer is there's really harsh regulation that's happening within these countries, and there should be some pushback on international organization, on countries who pretend that they actually defend